So, what exactly you ingest to the team that this surprise came out?
Keeper will answer.
No, what you ingest to the team?
I've been saying the same thing, so there's nothing much to say from my side. Trying to play my role sincerely, and I could see all of them trying to play their role sincerely. They have all been very honest. They've been working very hard, and they have just deep dived into their roles every single time. And the belief just kept on becoming stronger and stronger.
There must be something because things have gone our way. That is out of our control. How did such things help in this term?
Well, I had one important point to explain, and it was about awareness in game tactics. Frankly, I felt that UAE brought their A game today. They definitely pushed us to the corner, and you could feel that in phases they were also very smart about bringing out their strategies and winning over the one ball runs. But like Rohit said it before as well, that the belief never went from that dressing room. And we always knew that we can chase 270, 280. We have done it so many times. Today was again walking into the unknowns of chasing 300 and what was it, 305 or 311? 311. And we were clear that if we bat through 50 overs, we have enough abilities, we have enough skills and enough players to play the role to chase those runs. Obviously, there was a lot of drama, lights and everything else which came across. But the good thing was that captain led from the front. He ensured that the dugout was calm. He ensured that always proactive messages were given. And finally, we were able to cross the line.
रोहित नेपाली क्रिकेटमा केही पनि सहज रूपमा हुँदैन भनिन्छ यो आज अर्को अध्याय थपिएको छ आजको खेल सकिँदाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो इमोसन एकदम देखिन्थ्यो सबै टिममा कसरी एक्सप्लेन गर्नुहुन्छ आजको खेल
आजको गेम एकदम फाइनल जस्तै भयो ट्याक्कै ग्रान्ड फिनाल जस्तै भयो होइन एकदमै टफ म्याच थियो यो एकदमै राम्रो ओपोनेन्ट पनि हो अनि आज एकदम राम्रो खेल्यो होइन एट द सेम टाइम हाम्रो प्लेयर्सहरूले पनि एकदमै राम्रो ब्याटिङ गरे सेकेन्ड इनिङ स्पेसली गुल्सनले आरिफ दाइले लास्टमा पार्टनरसिप गरे त्यो एकदम क्रुसल थियो हाम्रो लागि र प्लस सुरुमा विकेट गएपछि पनि त्यो सरले अघि भने जस्तो त्यो डगाउनु बिलिभ थियो कि त्यो काम थियो कि हामीले योभन्दा अगाडि पनि चेज गरिसकेको थियौँ भन्ने बिलिभ थियो अनि सो त्यही बिलिभले चाहिँ हामी अगाडि बढिरहेको थियौँ र त्यो एकदमै राम्रो खेल्यो गुल्सन र आरिफ
For the first time 300 plus score थियो very एकदम फाइनलाइज भयो त्यतिखेर चाहिँ थर्ड प्रोसेस टिममा के थियो त्यतिखेर 300 लाभ चाहिँ हामीले गर्नुपर्छ भन्दा थर्ड प्रोसेस चाहिँ के थियो
होइन हामी डेथ ओभरमा जो बलिङ गरिरहेको थियो त्यति बेला सबैलाई मात्रै मेसेज कन्भे गरिरहेको थियो कि विकेट एकदमै राम्रो छ होइन ग्राउन्ड पनि सानो छ विकेट राम्रो छ सेकेन्ड इनिङ झन् बेटर हुन्छ विकेट त्यो बिलिभ थियो कि हामी चेज गर्छौँ भनेर यो टार्गेट
आजको जित कतिको अर्थपूर्ण छ इम्पोर्टेन्ट कतिको छ
एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ होइन किनभने यो हामी 12 गेम अगाडि नै हामी यो सोचेको थियौँ होइन कि हामी फर्स्टमा के थियो ओडिआई स्ट्याटस त्यसपछि चाहिँ यो टार्गेट थियो होइन अनि होपफुली त्यो सबै कुरा राम्रै भइरहेछ हामीलाई र जुन हिसाबले सरले सबै कुरा मेन्टेन गरेर राख्नु भएको सुरुदेखि नै आएदेखि बिलिभ राख्नुभएको थियो टिममा कि हामीले गर्न सक्छौँ भनेर सो आज त्यो चाहिँ पुरा भयो त्यो ड्रिम चाहिँ
Coach, it was a different day today when you arrived at the stadium. I don't think you had seen this atmosphere in every previous day. So what was the message? We saw you talking to the players constantly right after you entered the ground. What was the message?
To
the players, you were saying going into the unknowns.
Our players?
Yeah.
I mean, so obviously we were very much prepared about the fact that there will be a lot of unknowns that we had to walk in. And we had to manage our expectations well. And I think again, the boys were smart enough to understand this very clearly. We deep dived into it. I think one of the process which we followed very clearly from day one is to ensure that we are excited about every single day. And I'm talking about just not now, even in future, every single day in the future, we are thinking about getting excited about the unknowns. We are envisioning every time something more. We are focusing on only getting 1% better every single time when we get an opportunity. It was all about opportunity. It was all about opportunity to have fun, to enjoy this day, rather than getting worried about the management of expectations. And again, like I said, at midway through to chase that 300 plus runs, to have that calmness in the dressing room, for all the players to believe, for everyone in the dugout to believe, including management. The smallest of person has played a role in the management. They all were so calm. They all were so clear that yes, we have done this before, we'll do it again. Some new faces will step up. We knew our strength was always going to be boundaries. We capitalized on the boundaries. We ensured that we were running between wickets. These are strength. We'll run well. We'll ensure that whenever we get an opportunity of picking singles, we'll do. This is what we did in the chase. We ensured that every single time there were partnerships that we took care of.
रोहित जिल्लाको भन्छु यो जुन बेला यो पानी पर्न थाल्यो नि त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ एकदम क्लारिटी गरेर म्याचहरू प्ले गरेको थियो
त्यति बेला चाहिँ डिएलमा हामी अलिक पछाडि थियौँ डिएल स्कोरमा त्यही हामीले मेसेज कन्भे गरेर थियौँ भित्र कि डिएलमा अलिकति डिएल हेरेर खेल्न भनेर किनभने पानी जति बेला पनि पर्न सक्छ सो त्यही मेसेज कन्भे गरेर थियौँ
रोहित जस्तो यो ठ्याक्कै 1 महिना अगाडि चाहिँ हामी कस्तो स्थितिमा थियो भने हाम्रो ओडिआई त नजोगिएन कि भन्ने स्थितिमा थियो ठ्याक्कै 1 महिनापछि ओडिआई जोगिएको छ हामी ग्लोबल क्वालिफायरमा अहिले पुगिसकेका छौँ होइन यो यात्रालाई सफल सम्झिँदाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ टिमभित्र यो यात्रा कसरी चाहिँ बयान गर्नुहुन्छ
एकदमै भनौँ न यो एउटा ड्रिम थियो होइन त्यो ड्रिम फुलफिल जस्तो भयो जस्तो फिल भइरहेको छ होइन अहिले चाहिँ यसको क्रेडिटमा चाहिँ मेनली चाहिँ प्लेयर्सहरूलाई दिन्छ होइन सबै जुन हिसाबले सबैले कन्ट्रिब्युट गरेछ यो 12 गेम सबैले डिफ्रेन्टली इन्डिभिजुअलले कन्ट्रिब्युट गरेछन् सो आई थिङ्क यो मेन क्रेडिट प्लेयर्सहरूलाई जान्छ प्लस मेन इम्पोर्टेन्टली सर आएदेखि नै त्यो मोमेन्टम हामीतिर आयो र प्लस जुन काम ड्रेसिङ रुम छ अहिले चाहिँ आई थिङ्क बिगेस्ट क्रेडिट चाहिँ सरलाई जान्छ
अब जिम्बाब्वेमा हामी खेल्दैछौँ होइन अबको यात्रा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ
अब चाहिँ आई थिङ्क राम्रो टिमहरूसँग गेम हुन्छ त्यही हो सेम मलाई के त्यस्तो के डिफ्रेन्स केही लाग्दैन त्यही हो 1 बल ब्याटल हो त्यो जो बलरले फाले पनि त्यही एउटा बल खेल्ने हो सो आई थिङ्क त्यही हिसाबले हामी जान्छौँ
Coach, when players were celebrating victory with fans, you were standing alone in the place. What you were thinking at the moment?
That is one of my routines, not just now. My routines where I try to sum up the day. I try to bring my thoughts together, just to understand, what are the areas that we are doing well, what are the areas I can keep on addressing to get better. So that's my routine. But obviously, I realized over here there's a lot more than just routine. Over here, I can see that the emotions were so high. And I have never seen so many fans coming in associated cricket. And I had a message. I need to talk about this. First of all, I wanted to say this, but I'll say it now. Thank you to all the fans for coming out in such large numbers. And what I want to let them know is that this team will grow. This team will keep learning. Some days you might not get results the way you want it. Keep supporting them because they are working very hard. I've seen it in front of my eyes. I've seen that they are deep diving into every new thing that can be taught to them. They want to learn. They have shown brilliant attitude towards learning, and that will happen. They will grow.
Coach, can I ask? As being a sports, apart from sports journalist, I'm a student of management also. So I want to know what is there's a comparison between the success of ground in the management also. So what is your winning formula? What is your winning philosophy?
Not my winning formula. We had a workshop where the players, the management, everyone participate together. And what we wanted to identify was, what does a champion team look like? In that, how does the management team operate? How does the player operate? And what are the things which actually ticks for that champion team? And everyone participated with very important, valuable points. We need to ensure that players actually address it. Management need to ensure that if the results don't go in the favor, we don't get grumpy, we don't show our emotions. And there was a great participation from them. Sometimes we plan certain things and plans might not come out. So players to players also needed to ensure that they have a balanced emotion. We never, in this whole journey, we never regretted about what happened in the past. All the time focused only on what's coming next. And that is our problem.
Coach, we saw playing 11. We always see the playing 11 in the field, but it was more about that playing 11. It was not just the 15, but we saw Kamal, Kishore joining the party and the celebration, the emotions that flow. How do you keep this team intact even when they are not in the field, outside the 15 as well?
Well, again, I think it was a participation from all. We ensured from day one that we wanted to make our family a lot more larger. So even players who might not actually get named into the final 14 squad or the reserve squad, we knew their value. We knew that they were our backup players. So every time when there was some opportunity, especially at home, we invited them into our meetings. Every time when there were opportunities, we trained together. Every time when there was opportunity of players, main players resting, we put our attention and focus on that. So the whole management group took care of that one. Whether it's SNC, whether it's medical, whether it's the assistant staff to coach them, or from the bus driver. I shouldn't even be using the word driver, but they are all family now. So everyone supported, everyone participated, and that's how we just continued to build our team.
Coach, we have won 11 out of 12 matches, and there's a huge rise in expectation, like we saw the crowd today. So, how do you sum this up going forward? Because we're playing Premier Cup, then we're playing the World Cup qualifiers. So, what is the message to the fans to be realistic? What can we expect coming forward?
We have to be realistic because I think fans must have seen today what UAE did to us. It was realistic to understand that they challenged us. They came up with their plan. Their players also swapped. Somebody batted at a particular number there. They wanted to, look at our weakness at the moment, which is our last 10 overs as a bowling group. Obviously, we want to improve on certain skills to enhance on, so that we can also get better at our death bowling. But that is what I want fans to understand. That sometimes the opposite team will come up with some tactics, which we might not be able to cope with because purely our skills. And we want to improve on our skills when we get opportunities. That opportunities come in development camps. It won't come in the games. So we have to be a little more patient at that point. I understand that we have done very well at the moment, but managing expectation is the most important thing. Whether it's cricket, whether it's any other industries, whether it's in your personal life, you have to manage your expectations by being a little more realistic. Let us be happy about what we have achieved now. Just celebrate that.
So, sir, we are in the global qualifier for the first time. So, how does it feel?
Well, more than me, because look, I have seen it from different dressing rooms. How does it feel like, getting into the World Cup? More than me, I think in the next 24 hours, in the next 48 hours, I want to feel the boys. I want to feel how they are feeling at the moment. And the good thing is now we have an opportunity to plan for that global World Cup qualifiers. That will be a great event where they'll be able to they'll be able to showcase their skills. And we know that there are some full member teams coming there. And my urge will be that some of the neighboring full member teams out here, please keep an eye on this team. Please keep an eye on this country. I feel that this country deserves, just like any other full member country around, I don't want to name anyone, but they have achieved so many things in their own long journey, in their own story. This country is also building a story. They need some support. And if the neighboring countries can give some bilateral series, some exposure, the boys will grow, the team will grow, the world cricket will grow. World cricket needs a lot more countries.
यही प्रश्न अलिकति ओडिआई मान्यता जोगाएपछि नै एकदम खुसी छु। एउटा लक्ष्य थियो कि ओडिआई मान्यता जोगाउनु अहिलेको अवस्थामा ओडिआई मान्यता जोगाउन मन पर्छ। तर हामी ग्लोबल क्वालिफायर पुगेको छौँ जहाँ हामी योभन्दा अगाडि कहिले पुगेको थिएनौँ र टेस्ट नेसनसँग विश्वकप खेल्नको लागि प्रतिस्पर्धा छ। यो अवस्थामा टिमको क्याप्टेन टिमको रूपमा भन्नुपर्दा के चाहिँ महसुस भइरहेछ? कतिको भनौँ न एक्सपेक्टेसन थियो र कतिको खुसी छौँ हामी?
एकदमै खुसी छौँ होइन, किनभने फर्स्ट टार्गेट चाहिँ ओडिआई थियो अनि त्यसपछि त्यो अचिभ भएपछि चाहिँ सुरुदेखि नै हाम्रो कुरा के भइरहेको थियो कि फर्स्ट टुर्नामेन्ट सक्यो नि यहाँ नामिबिया स्कटल्यान्ड, त्यसपछि त्यो बिलिभ थियो चाहिँ हामी 11 पनि जित्न सक्छौँ भनेर होइन। अनि त्यही टार्गेट लिएर दुबई गएको थियौँ हामी, अनि त्यो पनि त्यहाँ पनि अचिभ भयो जति सोचे जस्तो। अनि त्यसपछि यहाँ आएर त्यो बिलिभ थियो कि हामी 4 जित्न सक्छौँ भनेर होइन। बट त्योभन्दा पछि अरू कुरा गर्दाखेरि आई थिङ्क सरले जुन हिसाबले सबैलाई प्रेजेन्टमा राख्नुभयो हरेक गेममा सरले बाहिरदेखि मेसेज पठाइराख्नु हुन्थ्यो कि बिङ प्रेजेन्टमा एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट छ अनि सबै केटाहरूले त्यही कुरालाई फलो गरे। सो आई थिङ्क त्यसकै रिजल्ट हो यो।
यङ क्याप्टेन होइन यति ठुलो सक्सेस भएको छैन, आफ्नो करियरलाई चाहिँ यो अचिभमेन्टले कतिको अर्थ राख्छ?
आई थिङ्क मेरो यो अचिभमेन्ट होइन आई थिङ्क यो पुरै टिमको सब प्लेयर्सको सरको सबैको अचिभमेन्ट हो। म एकदमै खुसी छु सबैको लागि।
हामी चाहिँ कहाँसम्म पुग्न सक्छौँ? यो जुन सफलता प्राप्त भएको छ नि यसमै टिकेर कहाँसम्म जान सक्छौँ?
अब कहाँसम्म त भन्न मिल्दैन, बट आई थिङ्क एकदम राम्रो हुनसक्छ। जति अब राम्रो टिमहरूसँग खेल्यो भने त्यति राम्रो एक्सपोजर हुन्छ होइन, झन् अगाडि बढ्न सक्छौँ हामी। सो आई थिङ्क कहाँसम्म भन्दा पनि अब राम्रो हुन्छ।
क्राउडको बारेमा के भन्नुहुन्छ? जस्तै कोचले भने जस्तै क्राउडको लागि के मेसेज?
क्राउडको लागि एकदम थ्याङ्क यू भन्न चाहन्छु होइन, किनभने मैले बिहान वार्मअपदेखि क्राउड पुरै आइपुगेको थिएन क्राउड। एकदम ग्रेटफुल छु सबैको लागि होइन, किनभने उहाँहरूलाई आएर पुरै सपोर्ट गर्नुभयो हामीलाई होइन, मोटिभेट पनि गरिराख्नु थियो जुन हिसाबले आज एनर्जी थियो ग्राउन्डमा। एकदमै ग्रेटफुल र थ्याङ्कफुल।
लास्ट क्वेसन रोहित, 2015मा यही किसिमको क्राउड आउँदा तपाईँ चाहिँ दर्शक दुर्गा आउनुहुन्छ। आज त्यो दर्शक दुर्गामा तपाईँ जस्तो त्यो बेलाको एउटा एस्पाइरिङ क्रिकेटर 3जना हुनुहुन्छ होला। यो वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायरले चाहिँ तपाईँलाई एउटा क्रिकेटर बनाइने आज धेरैजना भिभिआइपीहरू पनि आउँदैन, के मेसेज जान्छ जस्तो लाग्छ यो जितले र आजको यो एटेन्डेन्सले चाहिँ?
आई थिङ्क त्यति बेला म पनि बाहिर बसिरहेको थिएँ होइन, र अब हामी आगामी गेम ग्लोबल क्वालिफायर छ त्यहाँ गएर राम्रो गऱ्यो भने झन् त्यो पनि सबैजना इन्सपायर पनि हुन्छ नि, त्यहाँदेखि अझै क्रिकेटर्सहरू पनि आउँछन्। सो सबैको लागि राम्रो हुन्छ आई थिङ्क।
one thing I want to acknowledge, through this whole journey, at times I've been a little hard on the young skipper, but he stood by and he has been always on the learner's journey. And I think Rohit has a long way to go here with this Nepal cricket history. He's going to be remembered as one of the great leaders.
Congratulations.